It's thirsty Thursday. You're so thirsty, thirsty Thursday. Thirsty for knowledge, thirsty Thursday. Drink it up.
Today I'm sharing with you tips for keeping busy while keeping a distance. For our maintenance teams, there's a plethora of things that you can do on site to ensure that you're keeping your property well maintained, but also keeping a safe distance. My first tip for all of our maintenance teams is to start with the maintenance shop. This is your domain and one of the places that probably gets ignored the most because you're in and out trying to complete work and you just don't have time to stop and organize things. So take advantage of this little time that you have to actually spend some time organizing that shop. Go through those parts and tools that you know that you'll never use again, or even the ones that are used on a more regular basis. Label your containers, do a good inventory count, and take note of the things that maybe you could improve upon when things get back to normal. My advice to you, start organizing that maintenance shop. Organization shouldn't be limited to just your exterior storage rooms. This is a great little project for indoors as well. Organize that supply closet, get out the label maker, make things look really good and easy to find. Organization is key to saving time and ensuring that when there's something that you need, you know where to find it. My next tip is to trim back all of those hedges or unsightly trees that might be overgrown or causing a safety hazard by blocking windows, breezeways, or doors. You want to make sure that you're creating a space that is not only attractive, but is conducive to people getting out and about and walking your property. So, cut back some of that overgrown landscaping. While you're stuck inside and social contact is at a limit, now is a great time to get some of those pesky projects out of the way. So I recommend you do one of the most mundane office projects that you could possibly think of, but one that has to be done on a regular basis to ensure that our offices and our documents are up to date and in the proper place. So now's a great time to audit your files. That's right, get those files out and start looking for discrepancies, maybe items that are missing, maybe forms that are in the improper places or order. Maybe you do a financial audit, whether it be resident files, maintenance files, your vendor files, any files that you have on site. It's important to maintain those files in case you have some sort of emergency and you need that information. You want to make sure that the information is accurate and you can get to it quickly. So now is a great time to audit those files. Can you hear the birds? Spring is in the air, and that means that people want to be able to enjoy the outdoors. But being confined inside means that we have to find other ways to let the outside in. One of the best ways to allow the outside in is to open up your windows. So make sure that your residents can open up their windows with peace of mind by ensuring that proper window screens are in place. Go through your property and look for any missing or damaged screens and go ahead and replace them as an added benefit to your residents. Now that you have some office alone time, this is a great opportunity to put pen to paper. Very few of us receive the old-timey snail mail these days. We're getting emails and now we're even connecting virtually. But there's something to be said to taking the time to sit down and write someone a handwritten note. People notice it, they appreciate it, they save them for years to come. I challenge you, while you have some extra time on your hands, sit down and write thank you or thinking of you notes. Not an email, but by hand. Send them to your prospective residents, your current residents, even your suppliers and vendors who have supported you through the years. This is a great opportunity to uplift one another, motivate and encourage each other, and you can do that with a handwritten note. Keeping good equipment inventory is key to ensuring that you have vital records in case of loss or theft. Now's a great time to take inventory of all those big ticket items that you keep on site. It's also a good idea to go ahead and do an inspection of your ladders. Check the rungs. Make sure that all the screws and bolts are there in place, that your team will be safe when climbing. If you haven't been keeping up with your inventory, make sure to take time to do that now. You want the serial and model numbers of each piece of equipment, their estimated cost and quantity. Keep those on record and inspect quarterly at minimum to make sure that they are still in place and in good working order. Now's the time to make sure that all of this equipment is working and in stock. Now's the time to get your creative juices flowing. We have to be creative and adaptable when it comes to retaining our residents, bringing in new prospective residents, and even engaging individuals in the leasing process. Here's what you can do. Grab a dry erase board, flip chart, or even just some paper and a pen. Everyone go to separate corners of the room or different offices and spend 2 to 3 minutes writing down your best ideas for any of these activities. Now remember that when you're brainstorming, it's not necessarily about coming up with good ideas, it's just putting ideas down on paper. Then you come together and you talk about those ideas, work together on choosing 2 or 3 that you actually want to put into action. And then you work as a team to follow through. This is a great opportunity to get creative because now it's necessity. As the saying goes, April showers bring May's flowers. So you want to make sure that your roofs are ready for all those spring and summer rainstorms that you're about to incur. This is a great opportunity to get up on your roofs and do some quick inspections. Make sure that everything is clear, there's no debris, clean out your roof drains, and even pay attention to those gutters. Not only cleaning out the debris, but making sure that your drain spouts are in place and flowing properly. Get yourself up on the roof and get on top of this maintenance issue.
Is it roofs or roofs?
Roofs.
I don't know, so I was asking.
Roofs. Roofs is country. Roofs. 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 It's roofs.
Okay,
What do you think it is?
I think it's roofs. Maybe.
You think it's roofs.
I think it's roofs.
Roofs.
Your roofs. Your gutters and roofs.
Being stuck indoors means that you have the opportunity to review some of those things like your operations manual, policy procedure manual, or any type of individual manual that you may have to ensure that it's up to date and consistent. Many times we have documents that were created here and then other documents that were created there, and the two do not coincide. So it's important that you review these documents, give them the updates that they need, and disperse them appropriately. It's also a great time to create individual position notebooks. What do I mean? Well, for instance, let's take a leasing kit. I challenge you as office personnel to get together and create a notebook or binder that provides all of the information that a leasing professional might need. Things about how to handle questions, how to process certain requests or documents. How do you type a lease? How do you review a lease with a resident? You want things like your rental rates, square footage, information about your competitors, even things about the neighborhood. Everything that you would need to know to lease an apartment should be in this binder. This way, when someone has a question, you can always refer to that leasing kit. Or if you get a new employee, that's one of the things that you can use as a training tool. But don't just stop with your leasing team. Managers, assistant managers, maintenance personnel, groundskeepers, every position could have an individual binder so that it makes it easy when you get a new employee or someone is not sure exactly what to do. So take advantage of this time to train. This is a great opportunity to put what you have up here in writing to help those that come behind you. Don't stop at trimming hedges. Get down and dirty. Start pulling weeds and laying mulch. Remember, people are stuck inside, so the opportunity that they have to get out and walk around is precious, and it's something that can help give them motivation and energy throughout this period of uncertainty. So do your part by encouraging and helping people feel better. Beautify your community. Pull some weeds and lay some mulch. Now is a fantastic time to get your team together to create some how-to videos. These videos are going to be helpful in this situation because you're unable to give the hands-on assistance that you typically would. So, create how-to videos with your maintenance team. How to plunge a toilet. How to reset your garbage disposal. Get your leasing team involved. How to sign an electronic lease or utilize the resident portal. Creating these videos can assist you in several ways. First and foremost, because you're not able to do that hands-on work that you once were, now you can provide some tips and tricks and you can still be right in someone's home. In addition to that, you can post them on social media or even create a YouTube channel and help build your brand, get you more likes, views, comments, but in addition to that, you can become an industry resource. Many of you have company vehicles or golf carts that you might use to take prospects from point A to point B. Now, even though you're not currently engaging with prospects in that manner, this is a great time to really give those vehicles a good detailed cleaning so that the next time a prospect can get into the vehicle, it looks just as good as the service that you provide.
This is also a great...
There's always alternatives to inter-office communication. Looks like it's time to wash my hands.